Coffee Talk. Back, we were speaking about the trial yesterday. I was speaking about it last night on one of my live streams. But it has been announced that the verdict is in. And if you've been keeping up with me, you've been watching over here, you already know, guys. You know, I feel the same way. I feel exactly when this happened. Um, R.I.P. George Floyd. And, pretty much like the prosecutor said yesterday, what you saw is exactly what it was, what you saw. Don't go for the BS media spin or the BS that the defense is talking about. Um, what's going on, Murder Man? But it seems, the everyone. What do you think? To me, that feels like to me that feels like a good sign that he's going to be convicted, right? A final verdict in the murder trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is expected to be released on Tuesday, according to multiple reports. Chauvin faces charges of second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter in the 2020 killing of George Floyd. What's up, Jamal, Laura, Shanisha? Shanisha said she's so nervous. Diddy, Drip God, Alias, everyone. You know, uh, what do you guys think, man? Since they're coming back so quick with the verdict, is that, in your opinion, a good sign that he's going down? That was quick, right? Like, deliberated overnight. They didn't even deliver. Drip God says it's guilty. It's gotta be. They didn't even deliberate 24 hours. I don't believe. Right now, what me and Elias were talking about last. It's unanimously. What me and Elias were talking about last night, though, we see right here as we were just reading the different counts, right? Um, second degree murder, third degree murder, and second degree manslaughter. We want him to get convicted on what Elias says. Yeah, he's going down, but with no priors or other felonies, it won't be a long. I don't know, bro. I really don't think it matters when it comes to, like, if they hit him with the second degree murder. I don't think that it matters, that he don't have a record. I don't think. Let's see. Oh, this is live. I can't play that. That'll get flagged. But let's see what they're talking about right here. Hold on one second, guys. I don't know, y'all. Shanisha says, I don't know. What's good, Diddy? But yeah, I mean, they came back quick. I'm no legal expert.
The law demands that you make a fair decision.
We saw that yesterday. So, top commentary. Unfortunately, I can't play the live TV. Chauvin verdict, wait till 11. If Chauvin is convicted and will be in Sala, it must be important and critical step towards ultimately reforming the entire criminal justice system. No, Alias, I hear what you're saying. You know what I mean? Someone having a no record and someone having a record always means something. But what I'm saying is, in a murder case, I feel like I don't know the sentencing guidelines. Let's see what they pulled up here. Word is spread quickly in downtown Minneapolis that a verdict will be read within the hour. People are starting to walk up the lawn of the Hennepin County government in small groups. Like, can someone pull up what's the minimum if convicted of the second degree murder that he can be given? Can someone pull that up? Um, anything other than guilt. Oh, here we go. Anything other than guilt on all three would require deliberations and back and forth. Yesterday, they would have barely picked the four-person. Plus, that's consistent with the way the trial has gone and what we've known about the jury. Super quick deliberations very likely means clean sweep for prosecution. What's going on, Juan? How you doing? We're just waiting to hear what the word is with the verdict. But you see with this guy right here, Harry Litham, um, a journalist or of something of that sort says super quick deliberations very likely means clean sweep for prosecution. And then here we go. The jury has said they reached a verdict on its second day of deliberations in the trial of Derek Chauvin. I would imagine that varies from state to state. Yeah. Let's see here. In a small email, Hennepin officials said that downtown court facilities will close in anticipation of the verdict. Word is that city buildings will also close. Um, what's it called? But if he, convicted today, won't be sentencing though. Let's see. Here we go. Due to a verdict, the downtown courthouse will close immediately. Please stop work at all downtown courthouse locations immediately. Take any needed equipment with you and exit downtown. Log back into email for further directions once you've arrived. Oh shit, hold on. Waiting for Chauvin verdict. So everyone's just waiting. How long are they going to have us waiting? It's got to be a sweep, I think, guys. I think it's going to be a sweep. Watching uh, those closing arguments yesterday, the defense attorney, it just all sounded like such bullshit. All the whole way through this. But I wanted this, what his argument. But I wanted to see what this one tweet here said. I agree with your boy. He's a cop and is going to get a much lighter sentence. They're expecting a riot to ensue after the verdict. That's not good. The case of a white former Minneapolis. Where is? Okay, here we are. Uh, deliberations in the trial are officially underway. This is 23 hours ago. Where is that one tweet? I just saw someone it was somewhere right around here where someone said, something along the lines of that they spoke to someone, but I don't know. It disappeared on here. But I don't know. I'm afraid if I play live TV, they'll flag the channel. Top commentary. All right. So let's see here. In George Floyd Square, one woman is praying as the city awaits a verdict in the Derek Chauvin trial. The square is filled with media and a handful of activists who have more or less taken up residence here since Floyd was killed. And then yesterday when we were reading, if you guys weren't here, we were going over the jury bio. And what I read about the jurors all sounded like, as far as wanting, you know what I'm saying, getting a conviction, from the bio that I was reading about the jurors, it was all sounding like good to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just got this feeling they're going to come back. Oh, excuse me, that they're going to come back guilty. So what, man? Guilty on all counts. How would that go down? Let's see. Prayer sent and for all before, now, and after. I don't know, man. What's going on, Sarah Love? Yeah, so we're just in here kind of waiting. We seen that, the verdict the jury's already come to a verdict. I believe that's a good sign as far as for a conviction. Jurors to announce verdict. I can't play live TV on here, unfortunately, or we'll get flagged. Um, That's all they really got going on here. Is live on my way to courthouse. Are you really, Sarah? Okay, yo, Sarah. Keep us updated. Or I mean, obviously, I don't think you can be on your phone while you're down there. But look, if Chauvin is found guilty, will law enforcement get the message? I hope so, but I'm very doubtful. Friendly reminder, local news matters. We have a large team of Star Tribune reporters working in Minneapolis and St. Paul tonight. Uh, we await the verdict potentially in the next few minutes. Chauvin is in the courtroom with his attorney. Cameras are not pulled out yet. We will take you to court as soon as there is movement. So this guy is right in the courthouse here, huh? Any chatter on Chauvin's wife or ex? Where has she gone? And has she said or been a part of anything during this? Just curious. I'd like to know that too as well. We were talking about that last night, how she just up and left his ass. Be safe, Sarah. Yeah, absolutely, Sarah. Be safe. Um, I don't know though. I got a good feeling. I think he's going down. I got a good feeling. Let's see what else we got. Juan says, I think she filed for divorce right away. Absolutely. Yeah, she filed for divorce quick. But then when he ended up making bail, there was a lot of people that were theorizing. There was a lot of people that were theorizing that she came back to him or was supporting him, and that's how he got bail. You know what I mean? A lot of people were thinking that she came back when he got bailed out. I was surprised to see his ass make bail. Possibly more reporters than anyone else outside the courthouse, though a stream of people are arriving, and there's some say his name, George Floyd chants, live TV news reports happening in French, German, Spanish around me. Rome X is expecting to celebrate in a few minutes as a crowd awaits the Chauvin verdict in Minneapolis. Dude, he's got a bottle of Remy. He's got that Remy on deck. Waiting for the Chauvin verdict. What do we got here? This is some snapshots from the trial. They did a reenactment, computerized. Just looked it up. Second degree murder, no priors, can do 234 to 268 months. Any prior felonies or same charges, 30 to life, bro. Chauvin ain't gone nothing but 3 to 7 for this. So what is 234 months? So 24 months. What's 234 divided by 12? Guys, someone help me out. Someone that's good at math. 234 divided by 12. Well, no. So 10 years is 120. So that's like 20 years, ain't it? Ain't 234 like 20 years or something? Or am I tripping? Am I way off on my math? 20 to 25. Okay. Isn't she the sister of one of his partners? Um, yeah, I believe that, right? Or if not sister, they were somehow related, right? The Asian guy that was telling everyone, stay back, stay back. I remember that. And people were thinking that guy fled the country. Yeah, so that's like 20 years. Look at this scumbag. I just hate looking at this smug piece of shit. Kenny Hernandez says, anyone realize the news isn't talking about possible World War III, Russia doing land grab? Also, China is going after land also. She was the Asian. Yes, I believe so. Almost 20 years. 19.5 more specific. Okay. Um, Jesus, I wish I could play the live feed, man, but they will flag me so quick. But I just wanted to be in here talking with you guys, talking with everyone. Local news coverage of the reading of the verdict in the Derek Chauvin trial, immediate reaction around Minneapolis, and post-verdict news conferences will be live on Fox 9. Prayer ahead of verdict at George Floyd Square. excuse me. So people gathering, praying. Let's see what they're talking about in this thread here. Which square in Minneapolis is named after a fallen soldier? There are many, including a memorial in downtown Minneapolis and St. Paul on the banks of the Mississippi. Praying and sending love from New Jersey. Jury has verdict candle lit. Um, Derek Chauvin verdict, a murder conviction of white cop killing a black suspect in custody. Note all those specifics would be rare, but not unprecedented. Here are some numbers and examples to chew on. So what's going on though, everyone? How's everyone day going? Sorry if I sound a little off with the commentary. I am nursing. I don't want to say I'm hungover, but I drank too much and didn't get enough sleep. I'm not like super hungover, but in this image from video, former Minneapolis PD officer Derek Chauvin, alias says, but remember, it's a cop. I highly doubt he do 20 years, his first major offense. Beware of the appeal winning the case. Um, let's see here. Police officer Derek, attorney in the trial. Hold on, here we go. It's been widely reported that criminal charges against police are rare and that convictions are rare still. But the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin in the death of George Floyd cuts to what is arguably the most central scenario of the nation's struggle over police brutality and racial justice. A white cop charged with murder of a black suspect in custody, that's rare, and rare still, a white police officer convicted of murder in the death of a black suspect. Here are some numbers according to a tally by Bowling Green State University Criminal Justice Program and the Washington Post of incidents between 05 and 21. 140 peace officers have been arrested for murder or manslaughter. Of those, 44 were convicted. Of those, 23 were convicted. I believe Alias was going over some similar numbers to this last night when we were talking. Of those, 44 were convicted. Of those, 23 were convicted of some form of manslaughter. 11 were convicted of murder, but 4 of those convictions were later overturned. Perhaps more than 20 police officers have been convicted in murder throughout the modern history of America. According to Pioneer Press research, many such cases involve cops who were corrupt, such as being involved in organized crime or violent in other aspects of their lives, such as killing their wives. But I think that I just, I think he's going down. Like despite all these numbers and what typically happens with police in a lot of situations where they are charged. I think in this situation, like it's on video. Um, a bunch of people watched this happen. The world reacted to it. I think some media outlets tried to spin it. The defense tried to spin it, but I really don't. I don't think it's working. I think this man is going down. Let's see what Juan Vega said. Juan, right on your boy. I seriously doubt if he does more than 10. Let's see here. He's doing 20. I'm hoping so, Sarah. Sarah, I am hoping so. So you're in the car right now, or you're like en route right now, Sarah? Let's see what else we got going on here. This is 41 seconds ago. We are starting to see a much larger and active security presence here in downtown Minneapolis in advance of the verdict. Wow, look at that, guys. Look at that picture. Out there in almost like military like tanks almost, right? It's almost like the cross between a Brinks truck and a tank. Mr. Winter says third degree murder or manslaughter is my guess. Elias says facts, bro. Vega, he gonna do 7 and be paroled on the rest. Shaking my head. Mr. Winters, I was very nervous a lot of the time that was what is gonna happen. But the fact that they came back so quick, um, leads me to believe that it's a sweep, that the prosecution, you know what I mean, that he's going down. Juan says, Jay, he deserves life, but he's a cop, and they always get away with everything in their favor. No, Juan, I absolutely agree that we see that happen all the time, but I just, you know, I feel like this is that time where, I don't know, I just got this feeling that in this situation, he's going down, and I'm hoping that it may change some things in the future, you know? Um, I wonder how long after, the verdict comes back today, he's convicted. I wonder how long it'll be until sentencing. I wonder how long the gap will be until sentencing. Let's see, Trevor Hughes. There is a mass exodus happening from downtown Minneapolis right now. Let's check this out. Look, Sarah Love is one of the people. Sarah, you are probably in this footage right here. Yeah, like they came back super quick. Sarah is probably in one of these cars on her way there. Looks pretty warm in Minneapolis, right? I've been hearing a lot of places are getting hit with cold weather. Alias was saying where he is getting hit as well. The crowd gathering at George Floyd Square, 38th in Chicago, is growing. Radios are playing in the background while a black woman addresses the crowd. It's not about the verdict, she says. No? Okay, sir. I thought it was. Excuse me. All right, here we live. The verdict will soon be read. 5 minutes ago. Tension as everyone waits for the verdict. Sean says, to be honest, I hold on. What did Sean say? To be honest, I think he ain't getting no years on this. Sean says. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, guys, I've been very nervous the whole time as well. But I don't know. I just have this feeling. I just have this feeling that justice is gonna come through. Some traffic is slowly exiting downtown while others are arriving together outside the government center. Minneapolis is preparing for a verdict. Yeah, I wonder. Elias says guilty verdict is nothing. It's the time he wants to see him get 20 or 20 or higher. Mr. Winter says, no matter what, I hope they don't riot, man. Sean, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't, bro. Someone brought up, Sean says, my hope on the system making it right is long gone. No, I believe me, I feel that way as well, but I'm telling you, I just have this feeling. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I'm not like, I don't, my intuition or whatever, but, you know, it's not like my intuition is right all the time or anything, but I don't know. No, Sean, don't be sorry for the negativity, bro. Like, you got nothing to be sorry for, man. I truly want to know how everyone feels. Like, don't apologize, man. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't know. I got vibes like this, but I want to hear the vibes or feelings y'all got. Mr. Winter says, I believe manslaughter is 10 years in Minnesota. No, Sean, that's just being real, bro. Yeah, facts, Sean. Don't don't apologize for nothing, my man. Like, we're just in here talking, like flat out. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing to be sorry for or nothing. Like, um, Jay, I'm 100% for the protest day in and day out. Just can't understand what good rioting would do. Yeah, I agree. I like the protests too. I'm for the protest, but I don't want to see things get crazy. You know what I mean? Um, Someone brought up Rodney King. I was watching Fat Joe was live yesterday talking about the case and everything like that, and someone brought up Rodney King. Um, I think those cases are definitely different. But what was I gonna say? if something if the verdict obviously didn't go the way the public wants, though, a lot of people are saying they fear that this could be worse than Rodney King was. You know what I mean? They should riot on police. That's it. How can he get life? How can he not get life? Surely he'll get life, says Running Beardo. I mean, in a perfect world, Running Beardo, yes. What's this line at? 6 blocks west of George Floyd Square on 38th Street. Building is boarded but obviously open. Oh, wow. You guys see this? Yeah, I mean, it's wild, man. I pol- Police never get life for a murder, unfortunately. No, I listen. Well, I wanted to look up the case that I was bringing up last night, but I couldn't remember what it was a few years ago, where that cop uh probably would have got off, but his partner got on the stand and testified, like shocked everyone. Like he kept it a secret all the way to the end, and he got on the stand and just said, when they talked to him, he just said, listen, because it was a cop fired into a crowd of people. He came to a party and fired into a crowd of people. And when the partner got on the stand, the partner just said, listen, my partner, he ain't my partner anymore. What he did was wrong. He fired into a crowd of people. He was reckless. He deserves to go down. And he went down. Uh, cops in federal jobs got power and privilege. Absolutely. Put him in general pop and let nature run its course. Hell yeah, murder man. 168 police shootings, 7 did jail time. I rest my case. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. This is where we will hear from George Floyd's family and family attorney Crump after the verdict is read. What does everyone think about Crump? A lot of people do not like Ben Crump. And when I'm saying a lot of people don't like Ben Crump, I'm not even talking about people like, do you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm saying people don't like Ben Crump, I'm not even saying like people on whatever side of this how they feel. I'm saying like people on both sides. Like I hear just a lot of people say they do not like Ben Crump. Um Mr. Winter says, in your honest opinion, do you think the state did enough to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the actual knee on the neck caused George Floyd's death? Honestly, I do think so. Um, because I saw I saw some expert witnesses that sided with one, multiple expert witnesses. Some sided with the prosecution, some sided with the defense. But I don't know. I personally believe so. I personally believe they did. You know, um, I feel like I was saying. I don't know if you were in here at the beginning of this video. I was saying, what did one second, Mr. Winters, don't let me lose my thought. They will never put a cop in Gen Pop. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen with the cops' families. Mr. Winters, they definitely did, but when you already have a biased opinion as a juror, it's going to be hella hard to persuade. But peep it, we were going through the juror bios. I don't know if you were in here for that, Alias, yesterday. Um, the juror bios, I was liking what I was reading as far as getting a guilty verdict. Like I went over like I believe 75% of the jurors, and I was like thinking in my head, okay, I see a guilty verdict coming. I was joking, Alias. I know that. Um, but peep it. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So in the beginning of the stream, Mr. Winters, I was saying that when they did the closing arguments yesterday, the prosecution said this case is exactly what it was. Like what you saw then, the way the world reacted, what everyone felt in outrage, this is the exact same. Like that's what it was then. It's what it is now. Um, no one's eyes fooled them. The defense just came in here and tried to basically run some bullshit game and don't believe the BS hype. What he did was irresponsible. It was reckless. It was heartless. He even said, the defense attorney was like, he sat there just careless with the look on his face, and was like, as the people pled with him, please, please, please stop, please. And he looked at everyone on with his abuse of power, like, no one's gonna tell me what to do. I do what I want. And when he said that, man, those words, I was like, this SOB's going down. Ricardo Lopez, Militia Smith is a caretaker here at the square. She says a guilty verdict is important, but change is even more so after this verdict. What are you all going to do? All right, come on. Let's see. We got to refresh here. Involuntary manslaughter, at least best he should get 5 minimum. Man, that's what One True Soldier Killer V says. One True Soldier, me, Alias. I don't know about everyone else in here, but for the most part, we've been saying he needs to get 20 or better, in our opinion. But I mean, that's your opinion, you know. Let's see here though. Juan Vega says, Jay, several years ago, my neighbor, a sheriff's deputy, falsified a report stating all kinds of acts by the civilian. This cop took the case to court and lost. How many years do you think he got? Let me guess, Juan. No time. Did he get probation or something like that, Juan? Or a year at tops? I'll guess, Juan. I'll guess a year tops. Okay, 5 or better, absolutely. I don't know. I say 20 or better. When you're saying 5 or better, probation, oh, close, 1 month. Wow. 1 month is almost actually better than probation because it's 1 month and it's over and done with. You know, probation, you can violate and things can, you know what I mean, be brought back up. But One True Soldier, when you're saying 5 or better, are you saying that's what you think's going to happen, or are you saying that's what you want to happen? Crowds outside the Hennepin County Government Center waiting for the verdict in the Derek Chauvin trial. The court will be open by 4. There will be a lot of emotions no matter what the verdict is. Oh, guys, so what's the time in Minnesota? It's 3 there? All his lies were proven by surveillance. Wow. That's ridiculous. I watched this, I think no less, but being more is definitely on the plate. Right, so One True Soldier, that's what I'm saying is, you think that's what's going to happen, or that's what you want? Do you know what I mean? Like, I want him to get slayed with time. I actually think he's gonna, but there's a lot of people that are saying they want him to get hit with a lot of time, but they think that that's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? When you're saying that, is that saying what you want, or?
To make change, you gotta fight the change. All right. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. 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 It's our country, it's our town.
Yeah, so Juan feels like the same as Alias as well. Juan, that cop lost his job though, right? That cop that you were talking about, that falsified those documents, he did at least lose his job, I hope. Did you guys ever see there was a cop? Did you guys ever see that one thing? There was a whole documentary about this cop that was somewhere in the South, and he was falsifying all these drug sales without any evidence and sent like this whole community. It was in the South, and it was a black community, and he sent a shitload of people to jail for these drug offenses with no evidence. He basically just kept saying, like, oh, I saw him do this. Oh, I saw him, and like sent all these people to jail, and they sat for so effing long. It was ridiculous. What did Juan say? Juan said, "Oh yeah, I believe he ended up in West Virginia." Oh, like he went and got a job somewhere else. Because guys, that's another thing that's happened a lot of times. You guys know that cops get fired. This happened when I lived in Florida, where a cop was fired. Right? He beat up an old lady or something ridiculous. He did something like that. Got fired. Didn't go to jail, but lost his job. He went one county over and got another job, and had some excessive force complaint within a year. Like I forget exactly what happened when he went to the new place, but he went to a new county and within a year did something effed up there too. You know, it's like that's what's crazy. You know, us regular folk, we make mistakes at a job, and we pay for it, lose our job, and it's not always easy to get another job. A lot of cops F up big time and just go next door and get a new job. One true soldier said, It's really scary. Inside cops go crazy to arrest people, and if you're not ready, they would kill you. I think he's going to end up with the cop getting 50 to 20 max. Jay, look up in Google David Wimberly, Sunrise Sheriff's deputy. Yeah, Juan, if you would remind me of that, or I don't have my notepad by me. I normally have a notepad where I put stuff down. We should do a video on that. One true soldier, Killer V, said, only because they are saved by immunity, which the government is trying to get rid of. And Alias said, that's because they get fired without prejudice, meaning they can be a cop in a different county. That's so ridiculous, right? And Alias, when we were talking last night about how I was saying I was wanted to get my buddy on here who was a cop to talk about some of the effed up stuff he was saying, like where he had to become a cop, a Buffalo police in state police, he had to do all this mental background testing and all this different stuff. But he was saying it's all department by department. Some places don't do that. You know what I mean? Some places don't do that. But yeah, Juan, make sure to remind me of that. We'll do a video on that. Like I always say, guys, I want the channel to be interactive, so I want to like do topics that you know a lot of like you guys come up with, and I want you guys to call in on the live streams and such. Um, you know what I mean? Like I'm really trying to tap in with you guys and hear your guys' thoughts as always, like I always say. But yeah, that'll be an interesting story to go over some of that stuff. Now, one true soldier, Killer V, says only because or Elliot says, yeah, exactly, bro. Mental assessments go undone all the time. Like the one that my boy had to do in Buffalo, he said it was ridiculous, the mental stuff he had to go through. Hours and hours of it. They canvassed his background, all kinds of stuff. But he was saying some places, like some sheriff's departments or smaller towns and stuff like that, or it goes by place to place. You know what I mean? Um, and who just said something about immunity? Have you guys ever heard of what is it called? Qualified immunity? Have you guys heard of that? Uh, is Diddy still in here? Because I know Diddy watches a lot of the police auditing channels. And let's see the newest update. This is 6 seconds ago. George Floyd chants have started outside the Cup Foods near where he was killed. Man. You know, on it's not anything new that too, guys. I got really sick of hearing about the mistakes George Floyd made in his life too. You know, it's like obviously we know George Floyd wasn't perfect. He wasn't a saint, and we know this. You know what I mean? But it doesn't change what Chauvin did. And then on top of it, um, George Floyd is no longer here. You know, like what does it say? Yeah, it's supposed to be a vigorous ordeal, but most just do a basic mental assessment, nothing too critical or major. Diddy said, yeah, I'm no expert on qualified immunity, though. Yeah, Diddy, in a lot of videos that I was doing about police brutality or, you know, people being killed by police or racism within the police department, um, qualified immunity was a thing that a lot of people were commenting and talking about. And I really would like to, find out more about that. Oh, wait, I actually have my pad right here. Juan, will you say that name again? Sunrise? I'm writing it down right now. Juan, Sunrise Sheriff. Is that what it was? Sunrise. And then if you would just re-comment the name. I don't think I can scroll back up. Nobody is perfect. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, absolutely, Alias. Like, do you guys remember when everyone was pulling up that he did a porno before? It's like, so what? He did a porno. David Wimberly. Juan, that actually sounds familiar for some reason. What year did that happen? Maybe because I used to live in Florida. Maybe I heard of it where I was at. Because Juan, I feel like we weren't that far from each other, right? Are you Sunrise Sheriffs? How far is Sunrise to Lee County, Juan? Approximately 2 hours, 3 hours? I feel like we talked about this before. And Juan, kind of a odd time, I guess, to bring it up right now. But how are you enjoying baseball season so far? I know I don't think you have an Instagram, but I posted this amazing behind the back grab. Did you see that during the Mets game? The pitcher did the behind the back with the ground ball. Juan says, I think around 09 or 10. Oh, no, I was still in New York at that time. Let's see here. Top commentary. Guys, are we going to be waiting a whole another hour? Let's see. That so many cities are anticipating violence mean they know how horrible this all is, no matter the verdict. It's horrible, and still a man is dead for a crime of being black. Yeah, Marcus Stroman. Yeah, that was Juan. That was amazing. I reposted it on my social media. But I haven't got to watch a lot of baseball yet this season. But I think the Yankees are like 500. Let's see. Indea Yancey Bragg says, Marsha Howard, one of the organizers, said no matter what happens with the Derek Chauvin trial, activists want to keep George Floyd Square shut down until the officers involved are convicted. That's one of their 24 demands. And guys, I want to throw something out there as well. So obviously we know the other officers' case, the other three have been severed. Their case was severed from Chauvin's. Has anyone heard anything about their case? Did they take pleas? Are they going to trial as well? One True Soldier said that cop's getting 15 years minimum. Elias says, I feel like no matter what the verdict is or sentencing, nobody is going to be happy about the outcome. Mr. Winter says jury is unanimous. Let's hear what this woman has to say here.
Yes, but in the furtherance of the 24 demands, they definitely going to have to do a little bit better. And if you're familiar with the 24 demands, you understand that the conviction or acquittal of Derek Chauvin is only of import to our sense of justice. Yes,
so she's saying this is just the beginning.
24 demands, they definitely going to have to do a little bit better.
This is just the beginning, she says.
Yeah.
Guys, that jury came back so fast, though. Once again, I think that's a very good sign that jury came back so quick. We just talked about those numbers of how police get off so much, but I'm telling you, I really think this could be not only the exception to that, but be the catalyst for more police starting to be held accountable for things they do. And, something to change. I don't know if there needs to be like a national thing that goes across all police departments where they change things. One True Soldier says, when a person doesn't run, especially when they don't run and death happens, I find it worse than if they ran and got killed. Guys, that's another thing I wanted to talk about too. In a lot of situations when people have ran, listen, I'm not ever advocating someone should run from the police or anything. That's something I want to point out to, like, a lot of times when I do videos or I talk about, the things police did wrong, when someone who is a suspect in a crime is killed or treated wrong, a lot of times, people always bring up things about that person. But this is something I wanted to know too. So everyone, please comment and let me know what you think about this. Let me know your thoughts. But a lot of people, if someone runs and is shot, a lot of times people say, well, they ran. And I want to know, what does everyone think? If someone runs, in your book, Does that justify them being shot? Like, I've seen that a lot. I've heard people say that a lot. Oh, well, he ran. And listen, I'm not saying anyone should run, but I'm just saying they automatically just get killed. Like, and I'm not talking people running with a weapon. I don't know. Let's see. Alias says, well, see if that's true with the female cop and Dante Wright, because she's definitely not doing any jail time. So how much did Floyd change things? Unfortunately, none at all. I mean, that just happened, though, Alias. That literally just happened. Yes, qualified immunity protects them. Um, but I mean, I don't know. I'm I'm hoping that can be. Juan Vega says Alias is absolutely correct. That people will not be happy. Unfortunately, there will be rioting, and in my opinion, all rioters should be locked up. Yeah, I don't want to see any rioting. And what do you guys think too? That in a lot of situations, isn't it wild when they catch a lot of rioters? A lot of times when there's protests going on and riots erupt, a lot of times the people rioting were not people that were there protesting or anything. Like, they're just some people that come and start whiling out, and then, that's a catalyst for more things to happen, right? Do you guys feel so? Hold on, let's see if we got a new update. Any moment, the jury is expected to announce its verdict so that is 4 minutes ago. Hold on, let's refresh one more time. But what do we got right here? Oh, that's still live, so I can't play that. Members of the jury, I understand you have a verdict. Guys, 38 seconds ago. Guilty. Guilty. Guys. Guys. Look. Guilty. Second degree unintentional murder. Guilty. Third degree murder. Guys, you see this? Guys, do you see this? Guilty, guys. Did they say, guys, third degree murder, second degree, guys, all counts. All counts, guys. What does that carry? Guys, all counts. All counts, guys. Oh my gosh. Hold on 1 second. I got to yell to my girl. Guys, 1 second. Yes, cheers, Murder Man. I'm going to pause this for 1 second to yell to my girl. Or you know what? I don't need to pause it. Babe! Kia! Come here! Guilty on all. Yo, they found Derek Chauvin guilty on all counts. Yeah, I'm live right now. They found Chauvin guilty on all counts.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, all counts. So I don't know when sentencing will be, but man, this is I'm happy right now.
Me too. That's awesome.
Whew.
I knew there had to be a time where they actually do the right thing.
Yeah.
They couldn't not do the right thing in this case.
No. That's what's so scary is that, like, I don't know if you guys can hear wifey, but she was just saying they had to do the right thing in this case. But that's what's so scary is that so often, like, even with that, a man killed on camera in front of everyone, it ends up being broadcast across the world. You know what I mean? Everyone sees it and reacts, and you still have to be nervous that something is going to go wrong and they're not going to be held accountable. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But this is when Diane Lee says yes, yes, yes. Elias says this is only part of the victory, bro. We still got a long process though. Jay, am I correct when this sentence is different in all states as far as time? Yeah, Juan, when it comes to the law books, they vary from state to state. Like, everything from court sentences to charges. Like, the state law books are very big time. Federal stuff. Okay. Um, Federal stuff though is like different, but state law books are like so different from state to state. Um, wow, guys, guilty on all counts. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? So I wonder when the sentencing is going to be. Let's refresh here and see what we got. Yeah, Juan, it's different in all state to state. Look at. I wish I could play this right now and watch this SOB cry. I want to see him cry. A final verdict Now, Alias said 420, what a day to celebrate. Diane Lease, oh my goodness, I didn't even think that. Like I knew it was 420, but as we're sitting here going over all this and reacting to it all, like I totally forgot. Isn't that something? Derek Chauvin will be taken into custody, judge just said. Chauvin is being arrested immediately after state. Guys, sorry, we glitched out for a second. They just took him in. Yeah, so his bail's revoked. He's going into custody now. Alias, okay, Alias is watching it, no doubt, bro. Yeah, keep me posted on whatever they're saying as I'm over here reacting. Now, Alias said something that it's like I don't even want to bring it up now because we just, it's like, but appeals. He can file appeals, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's not even worry about that right now. I don't even know why I said it. I'm sorry, guys. Um, yeah, this son of a bitch. The outside celebrating heavy. Yeah, Diane Lee says peace, love, and put something in the air, put some smoke in the air. Chauvin taken into custody. Um, why can't I retweet that? Oh, 8 weeks out from trial will be sentencing. Bail is revoked. Chauvin trial. Wow, so sentencing is 2 months away. So he's got 2 months to sit in there and rot once again while he ponders on what happens. I hope the judge hits him with some shit and says, you know what, Mr. Chauvin, you were a police officer. You were supposed to uphold the law. Society is not perfect. The world is not perfect. But police are included in that, and they're not perfect either. And you're a big part of the problem, and you're gonna pay. And I'm gonna send your ass up the river or something like that. I don't know, guys. I'm just freestyling. Um, yeah, the appeal is definitely coming, bro. Just being real, bro. That's part of the courts, unfortunately. That's what we need to pay attention to the sentencing for real, for real. Yeah, so sentencing is 2 months away. Um, man, it's good to know he's going back to jail. Um, let's see. The state asked the court to revoke Chauvin's bail, and the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office is taking him into custody. He's let out of the courtroom, handcuffed, adjourned. Whew, guys, I'm like almost not crying, but kind of like breaking into little tears of joy, man. Um, Cops know the law better than us and should be held to a better standard. Absolutely. Like in a lot of these situations, Juan says, Jay, justice has prevailed. Let's hope for peace on the streets. Murder Man says, clean sweep. Absolutely, Juan. Yes. So I hope that we get some, footage of people peacefully protesting and speaking about. And like I said, hopefully this victory in court can maybe change some things, can maybe change where just, I don't know, like, guys, I saw something on TV or on Instagram or social media the other day. Maybe you guys saw it, where, Black Bigot or Black Bugatti just went live, Chauvin verdict. Did you guys see that where it was like in another country and there was some guy, uh, like kind of fighting with police and they took him into custody with no weapons, with no like incident. Like one guy came up in front of him, the other guy came up from behind and grabbed his legs and pulled him and they just kind of got like, how come other countries can manage to take people into custody alive all the time? Now I understand other countries maybe don't have as much violence as America or guns. I mean, I don't know, but I know a lot of people are probably going to say that, but things just need to change. And like I always say, guys, I'm not anti-police. I'm not anti-police. There's a lot of good cops, but there's a lot of bad cops. And just like we were saying, these bad cops get off all the time. Like we were just saying, we're all in here so nervous. Think about that, guys. We're all in here so nervous, wondering if a guy that killed a guy on video for the whole world to see, while people begged him to stop, if he was possibly going to walk. That's how sad a state of affairs it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely wild. Um, all cops should have upgraded charges just because y'all are supposed to uphold the law. Shaking my head. Great point, Alias. Tiptoe says, great news. What up, Tiptoe? How you doing? Good to hear from you. I hope you're having a great day. Juan, peace, Jay. Take care of the family. Good night. Yes, Juan. Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. Really nice to hear from you. And I'll try to do that video on that police officer as well, Juan. We need to defund the police, Tiptoe says. Alias says, bro, that cop that's supposedly good turns a blind eye to the BS is a bad cop, even if they are not doing it. I'm good. How you doing, Jay? Tiptoe, I'm feeling pretty good. I was a little hungover. I mean, I still am, but I'm happy right now. Sean says he might be in prison, but there are still a lot of cops and federal agents that act like him, maybe worse. Absolutely, Sean. 100%. 100%. Like, facts. Look at Chauvin with that stupid look on his face and that stupid balding haircut, sitting there taking notes on his pad all day. Chauvin, shove the notepad, turn it sideways, and shove it up your ass, buddy, and take it to jail with you. You fucking murdering son of a bitch. Exactly, Alias Dice says, I knew this one was going to be guilty. I wasn't even worried for the simple fact that they had to go this way. So much has happened that they had to make an example on this one. Shout out Dice TV. How you doing, Dice? Thank you for tuning in last night as well. Alias says, Sean, he going to be treated like a king in jail anyway by the staff. Shaking my head. I'm on my way to go get my neck and back injections. Ooh. Those are painful, I heard. Prison, Murder Man says. Hold on. Let's get some. I want to get some video of this. Yeah, but isn't that wild, guys? Think about that. What a sad state of affairs that is. That we have a man killed a man on video while people begged him to stop, and he sat there with this evil look on his face and just took that man's life from him while he pled for his life. The people around all pled, and it was broadcast to the world and everyone reacted, and we still were nervous about this. That's a sad state of affairs. That's what happens when police break the law, you know? Yeah, guilty, of course. It's an eye for an eye. Tiptoe, yeah, I heard a lot of people say those hurt, but when they end up helping. But, like, I remember my girl got one, and, like, where she got it, it hurt, like, at the injection site. But then once the medicine started doing its thing, it did help her out. But let's see if we got any footage up now. Hold on, let's see what else they're saying. Oh, here we go. I got to see this. Oh, what the hell happened? Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I want to see this video. Where did it go? All the people celebrating. Here we go. Nakia Curley says yes. One true soldier, you do the crime, it's payback time here in life or when judgment day comes. Absolutely. I mean, so often, Cahill revokes bail, remands Chauvin into custody. He is handcuffed and led away from the courtroom. Court adjourned. Tiptoe says, oh my God, I get them in my neck and all through my spine. It's painful. They ask me if I want to get local anesthesia, but I'd never do because then I gotta wait until it wears off. Who has time for that? Man, guys, so look at him. Look at his punk ass going away to jail. Hold that down, Chauvin. They're out there kicking it, LOL. Yeah, did you see on the one picture, Elias dude had a bottle of Remy. He had a bottle of Remy on deck. Chauvin left in handcuffs. Breaking. Former police officer Derek Chauvin is found guilty on all charges of murder. Breaking a jury in Minneapolis. We saw that. Is this still live or can I play this? Man, Uh, they're here, one downtown kicking it also. I wonder if anyone, I don't live, I bet you in New York where I used to live, people might be, in Buffalo, people might be outside or whatever, but I don't believe where I am now anyone is. But peep this, guys. It says Derek Chauvin faces up to 40 years in prison when he is sentenced in the coming weeks, but is likely to receive less time. The presumptive sentence for second-degree murder is 12 and a half years, according to Minnesota's guidelines, although the state has asked for a higher sentence. So this is what Alias was talking about. Um, let's see. God fives and God gives and God taketh away. Absolutely one true soldier. Um, Chauvin leaves court in handcuffs, convicted on all 3 counts. Look at this douchebag here with that stupid look. You can see tears welling up in his eyes. But that day you had no empathy or no emotion for George Floyd, as everyone begged and begged. He begged and cried. Like, guys, could you believe it when, like, I don't mean to get graphic, but I mean, we all seen the video, man. When George Floyd was passing away, and when you die, you relieve yourself. You empty your bladder or whatever. He still just continued to kneel on him. It was absolutely disgusting. And then he's sitting in here. Look at him. You can take all the notes you want on your notepad, whisper everything to your punk ass lawyer, but you're going to prison. And I hope someone gets you. I hope someone gets you. Like, I'm not the kind of person where I like advocate for violence, but I wouldn't mind if something happened to Derek Chauvin one bit. Hope someone cracks his motherfucking head open. Elliot said he's going to do 7 watch. Donna says, it still doesn't make me 100% thrilled that it took the whole world watching for him to be guilty. Murder Man says, damn, they're doing the kid and play kick step. One true soldier said, it's sad, but at the same time, hopefully this charges the way police look at their job. So, guys, let's talk about that real quick, right? It's not enough time, says Tiptoe. Yeah, so, we'll have to wait 8 weeks to hear officially but the sentence. But, guys, think about this, okay? How I was saying, hopefully this can change things. Hopefully this can change the system. This can, like, hopefully good can come of this, right? But comment, guys. Like Donna just said, Donna, good comment. I mean, great commentary, everyone. But Donna just said something that made me think. Donna said, hold on, let me pull it back up, what Donna said. It's not up here anymore. Also, his expression when he was kneeling on George Floyd was disgusting. Absolutely. Fat Joe was talking about it live yesterday, and Fat Joe was like, he looked like he was possessed by the devil. He did, plain and simple, you know. But Donna says, I hope someone gets him too. But yeah, Donna said it took everyone watching for him to be found guilty. So guys, think about that. Is that the only reason he was, you know what I mean? Like, cause so often how we talk about police get away with things. In this situation, was it only because the whole world was watching? Or, damn, why is this, sorry, my charger's like, um, is that the only reason because everyone saw it? Or, if that didn't, if George Floyd, once again, rest in peace, George Floyd, if it didn't happen in that exact way, would we not be sitting here right now? Would he be out on the job, violating other people's rights, hurting other people, and possibly killing other people right now? You know what I mean? Elias said, let's see what happens with Dante Wright killer. She's going home. Man, I hope she goes down. Fat Joe was talking about that as well. Um, Peep this though, guys. I was mentioning this in the live stream last night, what Fat Joe said. Think about this, guys. This was something when that'll tell us everything, says Alias. Yes, that's the only reason, Donna says. So peep this, guys. Think about this, guys. So Fat Joe was saying this in hold on, I want to watch this video. Shit, what did I click on? Fat Joe said this, and it made me think, guys. So peep it. If a wife is killed, right? Normally they go after. Oh, hold on. Let's watch this real quick. This is satisfying. Who you? Sorry, guys, we cut out again real quick. One true soldier said, I once had a cop chase me saying he wanted to kill me. All my buddies were there, and all I was doing was looking. Tiptoe says, it's not hard to get to him if you have connections in prison. Orders flow through state prison, grapevine, state to state. Just saying, yeah, send a kite, right? But peep it, guys. This is what I wanted to say. All right, so Fat Joe was saying, okay, a wife dies, right? Normally they look at the husband. Or he was saying in a bit like a guy that's rich dies. They look, they go, oh, okay, motive wise, this was it was his business partner, because he inherited the full business. Like he had a life insurance policy, and he was saying, the job shouldn't be taken as a hobby, but 100% caring for people and not getting angry over a charge. Absolutely. Gotta just be happy with that justice prevails. The whole world was watching with the George Zimmerman trial. They had no problem letting him off. Keep positive vibes. Things are changing. Yeah, great comment. And, we were talking about that yesterday. Someone brought up Zimmerman. And I was saying, you know what? That was in Florida. That was in Florida. Like, I felt like that was, like, who knows? Derek Chauvin might have got off in Florida. That's the way I feel about Florida, guys. I know you hear me rant about Florida all the time, but it's just an effed up place. Derek Chauvin might have not even got arrested in Florida. I mean, obviously he probably would, but you guys know what I'm saying. But anyways, Fat Joe was saying, yeah, so a wife dies, they look at the husband. A rich guy dies, they look at his business partner who had a life insurance policy in his name. So he said in this situation, what we all saw on tape, him being murdered and cold-blooded like that, right? Fat Joe was like, we heard that they knew each other from the club. Did they ever look more into that? Because Fat Joe was like, I'm not no big conspiracy guy, but either they had a beef and it was personal, or he woke up that day and just said, I'm going to go kill someone. And I was like, you know what? We didn't ever really hear much more about that. Like, there's more to this story. There's more to this story. There is. Florida's the devil's home. True about Florida, Donna says. Yeah, absolutely. Let's watch this footage real quick. I got another cousin doing 50 years for stabbing another gang member, and these murdering cops only get 5 to 7 years. That ain't right. Let's watch this, though. This is satisfying. Go to jail, bitch. Who you nodding at, Chauvin? Y'all was right. He was found guilty. Drop Zone Media. Isn't this satisfying to see this piece of shit? Who's he nodding at? Who's there for him? Or is he nodding at the jury like, word. I had to come here and tell y'all. Oh, no, Drop Zone. I appreciate you tuning in. Like I always say, guys, I'm all about hearing what people got to say, Whether we agree, disagree, that's what the platform's all about. Tiptoe says probably his wife. We were just talking about that earlier. Did his wife get back with him? I want to know, because when we heard the reports of the divorce right after it happened, but then when he got bailed out, there was chit chat going around that the wife had came back and helped him make bail. I don't know if that's true or not though. But let's see here. I think doctors should be held accountable for wrongful deaths too. Good point. One true soldier, good point. Is another crime people get off in vehicular manslaughter crimes. A lot of times people don't get a lot of time. Obviously, that's different. We're talking about authority figures killing people and getting away with it. Donna says, yeah, my husband told me they were bouncers together at a club. Yeah, like something happened. There's more to this story, and I'm surprised that it was never gotten to the bottom of. But listen, guys. Drop Zone Media says we got to touch more on child support reform like ASAP. So peep it, guys. I'm going to close this out, this stream, but I thank everyone for tuning in. Shout out everyone. Tiptoe, Drop Zone Media, Juan Vega, Kia Curley, Donna Stitz, your boy Alias, Murder Man, Diddy. Who am I forgetting? I'm not forgetting anyone. I'm just can't remember. It's the same thing, I guess. But I'm sorry, guys. This is great news. Sentencing in a couple months. Thanks, bro. Take it easy. Be safe out there. You too. Absolutely. Tune in. Alias says they keep downtown putting hella money on his memorial site, bro. I was ready to hit them streets with my boots. Glad it went differently and he's convicted. But truthfully, it's not enough. We need real justice. The government is still in power and it's not cool. Happy holidays. Yes, Eva. Eva's in the chat. Hey, thank you, Eva. Happy holidays. Be safe, Jay. I'm off until Saturday, so let me know if you go live. That's what I was just going to say, guys. And anyone else who catches this on the playback, we're going to go live tonight. You can call in. Let's talk it up. You know, we can have up to 10 people or so in the conversation at a time. Let's do it tonight. I know I go live late as heck. I'll try to do it a little early tonight, but I got to go, guys. I got some things I got to handle. Shout out everyone. Much love, everyone. Alias, much love to you. Everyone, Team Coffee, I love you guys. If you haven't done so yet, smash the like. Make sure to sub to the channel. Stay tuned. A lot of content coming every day. It's all about hearing from the people. Chauvin is going to jail. Hopefully this guy gets slayed. You know, we'll know in a couple months. But let's talk about it tonight as well as other topics as well, guys. Much love. Be safe, everyone. Till later. I'm out of here, y'all. Rotten hell, Chauvin. Rotten jail, in prison, and rotten hell. You murdering sack of shit. R.I.P. George Floyd.